empower Ubusobozi. Join with us to empower a fabric art cooperative of women working and living in Rawanda. View their colorful world of vibrant art fabrics and be part of the power that kindness bestows on them. Power, or ability, is said Ubusobozi in Kinyarwanda, a dialect spoken in Rwanda. Located in the Great Rift Valley in Africa, Rwanda is a country that has experienced great turmoil. The genocide that took place in 1994 left many children orphaned and 80% of the population living in poverty. Women in Rwanda are especially vulnerable, and empowering women has become a critical issue throughout the country. In 2007, Jeannie Cyprian and Laura Boye from the United States met two Rwandan teenage girls in the small village of Musanze. The girls were unable to attend school due to poverty. Jeannie and Laura returned in 2008 to help those girls and made an incredible difference in their lives and that of many others. They purchased a sewing machine that began a small school and thus founded the Ubusobozi Project. Friends in the States joined those efforts, and soon those Rwandan girls were earning their living by crafting beautiful baskets and fabric art backpacks, yoga bags, and other objects. Most of their income is generated from the sale of products which they make in their shop and sell. Also, they sell online and in craft shows in the United States. The women of Musanze, Rwanda, have formed the Ubusobozi Cooperative, which now provides a salary and health insurance for themselves and their families. They also reach out to young children who are without support and help them. Often these children have been living on the streets without a family, and they are prepared with school supplies, uniforms, backpacks, mattresses, and bedding, and matched with high-quality boarding schools to keep them safe and off the streets. The Ubusobozi Cooperative also accepts donations for those who are seeking to sponsor children. Over the next several years, teachers joined the group and more young women were chosen to join because they were the heads of households, they were orphaned, or they were unable to attend school due to poverty. They journeyed on foot from their villages each day to the Ubusobozi house in Musanze, Rwanda, where they learned both English and sewing. A computer teacher joined the group, and whatever interest the girls showed changed their schooling to accommodate them. They learned weaving, yoga, and dance. They created and marketed yoga mats, satchels, baskets, and clothing. In 2020, Marcy Bright came up with an idea to connect with Sheila Connors, a master quilter, and Joe Helberg at Missouri Star. Together, they devised quilt and table runner kits to be made with unique African wax from the women of Ubusobozi. The women were taught how to measure fabric precisely, use standard measurements for the 5-inch squares, and work safely with quilting tools like rotary cutters. The language barrier presented some challenges, but the women of Ubusobozi learned the basics of cutting fabric and assembling squares for the quilt kits. The kits are now made exclusively for Missouri Star, using vibrant African wax squares to create table runners and quilts. All the proceeds go to the Ubusobozi Cooperative to support their efforts.
yard cut of African fabric to go around the border, and then we have a pattern that's been designed by Sheila Connors, and we include the pattern in a bag. And Missouri Star Quilt Company, which I believe is the biggest in the country, sells them.
And a cut of that goes to the Ubusobozi project.
All the profit goes to the Ubusobozi project. We're all volunteers.
Oh, great. So if someone wanted to learn more about this, I bet they have a website, right?
Yep, ubusobozi.org.
And how would you spell that?
Ubushobozi.
Ubusobozi, just like it said. Got it.
Stands for empower.
So you sure are empowering those young women in Africa. We find children with a real need and confirm their circumstances. We administer school fees and get the students supplied. In 2019, high-quality boarding schools for children in Rawanda cost approximately $500 per year. Look online at ubusobozi.org if you wish to donate.